This seems alright. You basically hide in the shadows, and then but like I think you even have like the what's the Naruto guy with the shadows? Shikamaru. Thank you. Yeah. Jesus Christ, guys. I remembered it, and after I fucking asked you, what'd you say? What did you just order?
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Los Wise Guys podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eslam, aka Ra, God of the Sun, accompanied by Dan, Emperor Disco.
What's Howdy. Up, how's it going, y'all?
Okay, he's what is it?
I'm feeling
he's
funky
Cowboy
today.
Disco.
I don't know.
He's Cowboy Disco. And our other co-host, Dan, aka Papa Sun Killer. How you doing?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estás bien? Me llamo Dan. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Down the street. Okay.
Who let you in?
E2. Yeah, so, like I said, welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. Our main topic for today will be some more Summer Games Fest gaming news. First off is the Xbox Bethesda Showcase. Initial thoughts on the showcase. I think we're going to have some mixed feelings here. Disco, you were saying earlier?
I saw like a quick crash course, like all the games, like just no like BS. It was just the games. And like the gameplay and pretty much just like a quicker, shorter version. And I don't know. I guess maybe it's just because I'm not a gamer, like a super hard gamer anymore. But I really wasn't impressed with the list, and there's only like a very handful that actually caught my attention or that I even really knew about. That's pretty much it. It was meh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that's a completely normal opinion to have. Usually when they have these things, they try to make it so that it's not for, you're not going to go in there and be like, I want to play everything you have. They have different stuff for different people. Like, that's the objective. To me, this was the best one so far. Has nothing to do with the games they showed, really. It's more like, I always look at it as the presentation. So it's like, in terms of like everything else they showed, like this was better than Summer Game Fest's kickoff show, the Keighley, like main Keighley one. Because this one was just like, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna show you games. There's a little bit of talking, but it's like mostly focusing on the games. So it's like, I appreciate that. There were a few games that I did like, but like what you said, Danny, like there was really not that much that you haven't felt. Like I've been feeling that for the past like 5 years, more or less. Maybe a little, no, maybe not 5, but maybe like 2 to 3 years. It's like I watch these things because I like games and stuff, but every time I go in there, it's just like, hopefully there's one for me, and a lot of times there isn't. So I go in there expecting that now. Yeah,
hold
maybe
strong, buddy.
A few games. Yeah, there hasn't been anything big for me yet.
I thought it was okay. I mean, I wasn't super impressed by much of it. And I don't know, I felt like it was at the same level as the PS State of Play. Like, they were also games, not a lot of talking. Maybe some talking for, like, specific games, but, like, they had the same style of presentation. And I appreciated that. I'm tired of this, like, so much talking in between. Like, I don't give a fuck.
See, I do, depending on what it is. What is it? Keighley doesn't speak hardly, man.
He speaks more than enough.
You just hate Keighley.
He spoke.
You hated Keighley since day one for absolutely no reason.
Dude, he spoke
you couldn't talk about his sneakers. You had nothing to say about his sneakers.
He did good this year.
Something.
This year he did good. His shit actually matched.
I legit saw people say, "Man, I wish Keighley wore his old sneakers." I heard people say that this year on other things. They were like,
"Oh, his
sneaker game wasn't
those
there
sneakers upset Eslam so bad."
It just did not match what the fuck he was wearing. Like, I don't know. It was weird, but I'm also a really weird person in my style, so it is what it is. He spoke so much in Netflix Geek Week Gaming Day 5, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, first of all, I hated all the speakers throughout Netflix Geek Week. They had the cheesiest lines.
They had the worst format I've ever seen. Yeah.
It's forced like comedy. Yeah. Like it's written. They don't have proper comedic writers. And first of all, why do you need to be funny during these shows? Show us what we need to show. Say some good things about it. Move the fuck on. We don't need to have. Each one was at least 3 hours for no fucking reason.
And there was 5.
It was, yeah, it was ridiculous. But that's besides the point. Let's get back to Xbox Bethesda. Yeah, so let's go through some of the games that they introduced to us.
Yep. You got it? You want me to get it?
Nah, you got this, bro. This is all you. You're gaming.
Are we going?
You're the gaming man.
Through all of them, or are we just going to like?
We'll see. I mean, there's really not that many. It's going to feel like a lot, but we're going to go through them quick.
Yeah.
So, first off, there was the big reveal of gameplay for Redfall.
Yeah.
Eslam.
Yep.
So Redfall.
I mean, it's 2023, but it is what it is.
Yep, that was one hell of a counter pick by someone.
Yeah,
and the game, it looks solid. It looks all right. It's one of those like a Back 4 Blood or a Left 4 Dead. Anything that has the number 4 in it, where you're going in there and you're fighting vampires. And initially, it didn't catch my attention when they showed it off last year. It's not for me, but I know a lot of people are excited about it. You guys care about it at all? Vampires. I know you like vampires.
Okay.
I don't know, but
I got excited for the vampires, but then when I saw them, I was kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The concept is interesting. They said they had like factions. That you have the people that are fighting the vampires. You have the people that are like worshiping them and trying to become vampires, and then you have just like the food, and then you have like this. The narrator was a chick. She had powers. And like it's like, okay, where do the powers come from? And there's like interesting bits in it. It's just the first person shooter type thing that got to me. Like I it's not my gaming style, and it's because I'm very bad at it. You know what I mean? So it could be an interesting story if there is much of a story to the game. Or if it's just going to be a bunch of shooting and killing vampires and getting bosses. So who knows? But they gave little bits that seemed interesting to like, at least for me, I was trying to connect the dots. But yeah, we'll see what happens next year when it comes out.
Yeah. I don't know. When they first showed it last at Game Awards, I think it was, I was like, I know I'm not going to like it, but it is what it is. I'm looking at this list. I'm letting you know right now. I don't think it's in the correct order, but it might be. I don't remember. It's been days now. Next one was Hollow Knight Silksong. Is that one of yours, Danny? In the link?
I'm actually looking forward to that one. I've heard Hollow Knight was good, the original.
Very good.
I've been meaning to play it because it has been like a dark noir side scroller, and it's kind of something like I like.
It's hard. I mean, I messed with it for like half a second, but so I can't really. I'm not really the guy to speak on it, but it is supposed to be like one of those like difficult games, like think like a Cuphead, but like it kind of gets a little frustrating at times.
I love how like some of the hardest games out there are the side scrollers.
Oh yeah,
it's just very.
I mean, that's how it used to be.
I know.
Games back in the day, like they were difficult. Like go back and play Aladdin on the Nintendo. Like, you can't beat it. You can't beat it.
I remember that game too.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, and I actually been playing Cuphead this week. It's so funny you guys mentioned that. It's impossible. I can't beat it.
Well, they got which I think it was mentioned in this one, or probably every showcase because it's coming out on everything. But yeah, they have like that DLC, the Delicious Last Course.
DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
They
did that on purpose. Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. They had their same art style. Their season 2 of the show is coming to Netflix, and I tried watching season 1. I couldn't get through the first episode. I don't know why, but
it's SpongeBob.
Oh,
like I saw it as soon as I saw it. Like it's SpongeBob.
Maybe that's why.
I don't know. Hollow Knight looks all right. Looks good. It's going to be available day 1 on Game Pass, so that should be cool. There was a leak. There's this new leaker on Twitter. Apparently, it's getting all the shit right. He leaked this ahead of time. After that, they showed High on Life, which got a lot of positive feedback from what I've been reading on the internet, and even Rudy I was talking to, he said that was probably one of the only games he was excited about, High on Life. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It's the guns that speak.
Oh,
the alien guns that talk.
Yeah. I got the opposite of the positive feedback. In my, I saw that, I was like, this looks really stupid. Like the guns are talking back to you, and it seems funny and everything. Again, it's not my thing, and it's just But it is an interesting concept, talking guns, like these aliens that shoot shit. Yeah.
I feel like I want to see it in a show form. I don't want to play it like.
I wouldn't want to
honestly,
see this in a show form.
It's basically, you like Rick and Morty, you're gonna like this.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what it comes down to.
The ideas of talking guns sounds cool, like when you mention it and when you talk about it, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, this studio, they've this is their third game they're making, and they have that sense of humor in like all their games. I know at least one, maybe the other two were both VR games that had that thing, and they had a lot of traction. People like their stuff a lot. So
I mean, we didn't have talking guns before, but we did have talking swords. So, Bleach.
I'm sure we had talking guns at some point.
No, Bleach swords talk.
Oh, Bleach. I thought you were talking
The
about Boyfriend Dungeon.
Zanbakutos.
Sorry, I thought you meant Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm sorry. After High on Life.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There was
Did you have that game last year, right? Sorry to cut you off. You had
did.
that game last year. I did.
Did you say my boyfriend?
I'm glad you paid attention to that league. Boyfriend Dungeon, yeah.
Was it really bad? Was that one of the negative 11s?
No, I don't think it was a negative. I think you scored low on it, but hey, at the end of the day, you lost, After that, they showed off Riot Games.
Rub it in. It's not like I'm the only one who lost. Disco lost too.
Yeah, but
he said it though.
I know, it's crazy.
Only 2 people got past the triple digit mark. We only 2 people got into the hundreds, and that was
after
both their names
every
are
single time. You know what? I'm naming my next studio Dan's Demise.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, yeah.
Which Dan?
Ooh. Enjoy that back in one of the second, third, or fourth places when you do that. Next up was the Riot Games on Game Pass, where they showed off all the esports games I honestly could care less about, like League of Legends, Wild Rift, Valorant, Legends of Runeterra, and Teamfight Tactics. I've heard about 3 of those. All this stuff is going to be coming to Game Pass. You're going to be able to unlock a bunch of different like legends and characters and crap, and it's a big deal in the world of gaming. Not for me personally, but if anybody wants to try any of these esports games, there you go. Xbox,
only League of Legends I want to hear about is the 2nd season of Arcane.
Yep.
Amen to that. Oh my God.
I'll watch it someday.
You'll enjoy it.
You know me. If you guys like it, there's a good chance I won't. Then they showed A Plague Tale Requiem, the sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence, which I played last year. Very good game. Very upset that Danny has this in the league. Game looks good. They did show it at Tribeca first, so I kind of already saw all this before the Xbox thing. But yeah, what's up, Danny?
I saw the gameplay, and it just made me want to get it. It looked really dope, and I was like, I think the first one is available on Switch too, so I might play that one. And
yeah, I think it's on Game Pass too. If you want to just try it on Game Pass.
Do that.
Yeah, it's a good game. I started it on Xbox and then I finished it on PlayStation because I want to get the trophies. And ironically, I never got the platinum. I gotta get back to that. But good game, really good game. I enjoyed it. Then there was Forza Motorsport. Eslam.
Motor spokes.
Yeah, so a racing game. The game looks beautiful. A lot of ray tracing, a lot of detail in the cars, a lot of detail in the environment, in the world building. It's just an amazing looking game, but at the end of the day, it's a racing game. Looks beautiful, and it's coming 2023. God
2023. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. I gotta give it up to them because it's like the most in depth car game out there, and Eric used to play. My brother used to play it, and he used to go crazy on that thing. He'll play out. He'll spend hours just tuning his car and customizing. I was like, "Are you even gonna drive that thing?" I was like, "I hate." Because
they released Forza Horizon earlier this year, right?
Nope, that was last year. You had it in the league, Eslam. Yeah. That was the highest game. That was the highest score game in our league.
Yeah. Okay.
I could commend those developers, but yeah, just not my cup of tea. Like Eslam said, it's a car game.
Yeah. I hate cars.
Go vroom. They go vroom.
Yeah, I hate cars.
But the game looks beautiful. So
yeah. I played Horizon. It's on Game Pass. It's great. This one's going to also be on Game Pass. So
yeah,
if anybody wants to try it, it's cool. If you're ever in the mood to play a racing game, just to get a couple races in, hop on Game Pass, pop in Forza, and you're good to go. It's good for that. Then we had Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was there. I know that's a huge fan base. I know a lot of people like it, but I don't think we're the crowd for it.
You have it in the league, don't you?
Definitely missed us.
No, dude.
Yes.
No. No.
Which one do you have in the league?
Bro, how are you in second place?
No, dude.
How is he in second place?
It just shows that everybody else sucks.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm not doing good this year. I don't know.
Well, you still got time if God of War Ragnarok comes out, you're gonna put up some serious points out there.
That's what I'm hoping comes out. I saw
Not
one
for nothing.
thing that
You need
said
to
that
make
it might
more
come
moves
out-
than just that.
Yeah, you got to start picking up more games.
Because God of War ain't gonna be enough. I'm letting you know right now.
It's not gonna.
I'm going hard right now. I'm at 116 points.
Oh shit, going crazy over here.
Like y'all are in the 30s.
Oh,
gotta jump.
you're at 116 now?
That was because of Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that came out today. That gave me 87
nice. Okay.
or 17 points.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Yeah. I got another one at the end of the month, so get ready. It's going up higher.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, gosh.
So Overwatch 2 PvP is going to launch on October 6th. The thing is, Overwatch 2, it's weird. I could have sworn this game came out like 13 times already. I feel like Overwatch 2 has been releasing for the past 12 years. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Wow, my brain's not working today. It's one of those days. Just keep
tell.
going. Just keep going.
I can tell.
It's
God
that
damn.
coffee you had earlier. You burnt yourself out too early.
Maybe, bro, but I was fucking sleeping at work. I couldn't help it. I needed to pick me up. So tired.
We got Ara History Untold. It's a turn-based strategy game from the developer of Ashes of Singularity. Cool turn-based strategy. You know, I'm into those. I don't know if I'm gonna be into this one in particular. Doesn't necessarily say it's gonna be on Game Pass, so I don't know. Do you guys even remember this one?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Next up, we have Elder Scrolls Online: The High Isle. It's gonna launch this month, June 21st. There's a bunch of Elder Scrolls Online fans out there. I'm not one of them. I could care less about this game, but
It's a game you could pick up, bro.
I
No, you can't.
I actually do like
Huh?
Elder Scrolls. I played the
You can't pick
last
it up.
one.
You can't?
this is DLC.
Oh, it's a DLC. Damn. Okay.
Elder Scrolls Online. It's been out for forever. They just released DLC packs.
Oh, so
okay.
it's a
Never
DLC.
mind. I thought it was a new.
Well, I played the
a new
No, it's not
original
new.
then, the Elder Scrolls, and I liked it a lot actually. So
Elder Scrolls is good.
I-
Elder Scrolls
I just
Online
don't-
is not my thing.
I just don't find myself having the time to sit there, because when I played originally, I had like a lot of time, so I was just grinding that shit out, and I was like in there killing shit, doing things. I had my crew online, and I just don't have that time no more. I have work and school, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time for this, but it does call me a little bit. You know, I like that RPG and building your character and specking them out.
Just play the regular version, not the online one. It's significantly better. What's it called? Then we had Fallout 76, which why is somebody calling me right now? Fallout 76.
It's your new
More
job.
DLCs coming out. What's up?
It's your new job. They need you.
I hope not.
Already.
It's like it's 9 o'clock at night. There should be no reason for them needing me. Fallout 76. It's new DLC coming out. It's called The Pit. This game launched horribly. I know it's been getting better, they say, but same thing. You want to play a good Fallout game? Don't play online. Play single player. Never play games with people. I don't know. When is everybody going to learn, guys? Play games by yourself, the way it was meant to be. The way the good Lord intended.
I don't know. Monster Hunter by itself. Monster Hunter with people.
Oh, never play Monster Hunter.
Just
Straight up, just never play that game ever.
Makes perfect sense.
Then we got some Hot Wheels DLC. Forza Horizon 5 is getting involved with Hot Wheels. They're going to have... I'm going to be honest, I wasn't paying attention to this one. It was Cars. Forza Horizon 5 is going all in on Hot Wheels themed DLC. So it's Forza Horizon that's getting Hot Wheels DLC. I had it backwards. So the Cars...
Yeah, but they
Cars
have
is
like
there.
the Hot Wheels tracks and stuff like that. That's what
That's
they were
what it is?
showing, and it's yeah.
Hated Hot Wheels as a kid. I used to give them as presents. Used to try to throw them out. My parents said you can't do that. Next up, we had Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's going to have Halo's spaceship.
Nice.
One of them. So Microsoft Flight Simulator. I played it a little bit on Game Pass. I flew over where I live now, and I flew over my house in Linden, and I'd never learned how to land. They didn't teach you.
He just crashed into his house. Like,
That's how
where
I would
live.
just find. I would find a field somewhere and just crash land every time. Then we had Vin Diesel riding a dinosaur.
Oh
in,
my god,
Arc
dude!
2.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh Lord, here we go! Another this game is just gonna turn into a 10-part movie series about dinosaurs and family. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous.
He's gonna take a dinosaur to space.
So
He's gonna
Ark
ride
Survival
the comet that
Evolved.
killed the dinosaurs.
What's called Ark Survival. This is
Don't give him
a sequel
ideas.
to Ark
Our
Survival
family.
Evolved, where you're going out there and you're like trying to survive in like dinosaur times. I don't know why Vin Diesel is there. Eslam, I just sent you the link to this in the chat. This number keeps calling me. It's a private number. I'm going to see if it's important. Can you take over for a sec?
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
I just threw it in the chat here on the site. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I'm in it right now.
All right.
It's loading. So last
After
thing
Ark,
we
the
were
next
talking
one
about
should
Vin
be
Diesel.
Scorn.
Scorn. All right. So Scorn gets a new gameplay trailer with an October release date. I don't know what the fuck this game is. It just looks like an alien. It looks gross. It has a belly that's red. Yeah, I don't. It's all right. Showed off more of the game's spooky atmosphere and bioweapons that looks a lot too slimy. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Scorn is, but it doesn't look like an interesting game. Then there was Flintlock.
Like Vecna in that little picture.
Yeah, a little, yeah. Then we have Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, launches early 2023. It's a third-person combat title where you will be given the difficult task of standing against an undead army that has invaded the world of the living. I think I remember some of this gameplay that was being shown.
The gameplay looked pretty good to me.
Was it first-person, Disco?
I want to say it was third-person.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I got dementia. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, me too.
I remember the Flintlock. I remember it kind of stands out to me.
Yeah, I saw some. I remember some of the weapons they were changing it up, and it did look interesting, but not my cup of tea. I don't know, man. I feel like I got ruined with these story-based, with these like narrative-based games, and I'm just like these, like these. If it doesn't have a narrative, and if I'm not like having a story behind the game that I'm playing, I feel like it's a waste of time otherwise. But
game mechanics ain't enough anymore. Now you need
like I can't just
plot and substance.
I can't just go in and start shooting and call it a day. You know what I mean? Even if it's just even if I just want to relax, it has to have a little bit more substance than that. All right.
He's trying to get scared while he's playing or cry like, oh, this is so touching.
Yeah, Minecraft is a super popular game. So Minecraft Legend mixes action with strategy. So we're gonna get this game early 2023. Never played a Minecraft game in my life. One of my nieces started playing it and she loves it. I don't know exactly which Minecraft game she plays or what she does in it, but she seems to like it, so we'll see what happens with that one.
I can't get past how those graphics look, and I know that's how it's supposed to look, but it's just it's just something.
It's if she likes Minecraft and this is going to be available on Game Pass day one, I'll just download it for her and she can play it on my Xbox. Next up was Lightyear Frontier, which brings mechs and farming your way in 2023. I don't know why that sounds interesting, but I remember people got...
What are we on?
Sorry. We are on Lightyear Frontier.
Okay.
I remember people
I just want to say
crazy.
real quick about Scorn. It looks evil, chaotic, and a bunch of just penis-looking things all over the place. Game's going to be amazing. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it, but it's going to be like one of the best scoring games of the year. Get ready.
I'm
saying
saying that
2023?
dude in the picture looks like Vecna. Penises in
Yeah,
Vecna,
he does.
You're telling me now?
Yeah, Scorn just kind of just looks gross.
October.
Yeah, so I just gave you guys a hint because the Lord knows you need it. So, Scorn.
How do we know you're not trying to ruin us, Dan?
You don't know.
Exactly. All right, so we're on Lightyear Frontier, which they say mechs, farming. Like I was saying before, I remember people went crazy with that farming game on Facebook.
Farmville?
Yeah. And this, I don't know what the gameplay is like for this game. I don't know whatever, but for some reason people like this shit, and it could be popular.
People love mechs. People love farm games. It's not just Farmville. There's like a lot. There's Farming Simulator, which is huge every year. I don't know anyone that plays it. I've never heard anyone that plays it, but it always sells amazing. Somebody's buying it.
This girl I was talking to years ago, I met her family, and her mom was addicted to Farmville. Literally, like, spends her money literally on Farmville. Spend like all day on it. One time, her nephew like fake clicked it out, and she was just like, "Where's my page? Where's my page?" And, she flipped so hard for her Farmville.
Dude, I remember when that was going on, someone pranked their mom on like Elvis Duran in the morning show with their like phone taps about Farmville, and it was like the funniest shit. Like, people went crazy for that game, but
not my cup of tea. But apparently people really do get addicted, because I've seen it firsthand. I don't understand it, but that woman was like,
well, remember during the pandemic, what was that big game during the pandemic? Eslam, Nadia was playing it. Or you got it for her on Switch.
Oh, yeah, I got it for her.
Animal Crossing.
Yes.
That's essentially what you're doing. You're not just
Sims
farming.
Game,
you're building
simulations.
everything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Those games are a hit for like people who don't necessarily play video games. They just hit at the right time and they become huge. Yeah.
mech farms.
Want to move on to the next one, or you want?
Yeah,
me to
go
take it
ahead.
back?
Yeah, go.
Next up was Gunfire Reborn. Comes out this October. To be honest, I don't remember that. In this picture here, I see a little cat about to throw a one-handed Kamehameha.
It's Puss in Boots in like samurai clothes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's Puss in Boots in samurai clothes.
I could see that. Yeah.
It's a it's a roguelike.
Rasengan.
Yeah, right.
What'd you say, Dan?
I said it's a roguelike.
Rasengan?
What's that?
It's a specific type of game. I can't get into it right now. It's like you go in rogue, like think X-Men Rogue, like
okay, yeah,
or
yeah. Hades is a roguelike. I've seen that.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
It's like you go in, you play a game, you die, and then you go back, and the worlds kind of change.
Is it also like when you have a bunch of things attacking you at once, or
no?
Is that's
a Muso game.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Then we had The Last Case of Benedict Fox, which that's a pretty cool name.
It is a cool name. It looked interesting too. It looks like a mystery game.
Yep. It says here supernatural murder mystery.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that sounds dope.
This is the one where he was trying to escape that city, right? Or this is a different
something
one?
like that. Yeah. It was like a side scroller platforming game.
Yeah.
So it looks interesting. Those
and it's like he was trying to escape this city from the dome.
Mm-hmm.
And there was someone outside trying to help him get out. It looked cool.
No. I think you're talking about a different game. The one that
combined games.
Yeah, you're talking about two different games right now.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
The one you're talking about they showed at Summer Game Fest. You're probably thinking of Jeff Keighley's outfit. Next up, we had As Dusk Falls. Okay. That's an interactive drama that's coming in July. Do you guys remember this one? It was the one with the weird visual.
Yeah. That's why I remember it, because I don't like that visual. I really hate it.
Yeah, because they showed it off as at the Tribeca Films one, of Tribeca Games. I keep saying films. And they showed off the way they make it. It was cool. It's like they have the actors actually do the acting, and then they have an artist kind of like put their like thing over it. Mm-hmm. Seems like a cool concept. It takes over like 30 years. There's like a robbery at a gas station, and you're making decisions. It's one of those games.
I've seen moving comics like that, and I don't enjoy it.
I remember that.
I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. Then there was Naraka Bladepoint. It's going to be coming to Xbox in June 23rd. It's like a really popular PC game. I never cared much about it. There's a lot of... It's like an open world melee combat game. So
that picture looks dope, but I don't really remember it.
Yeah,
me either.
It's there.
It looks like the game would get boring fast, though, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, it's got a fan base. It's got a fan base. It's got something. It's a big PC game.
They got a good artist. I'll tell you that much.
Then there was Pentiment. That was the Obsidian. Yeah, okay, this was Obsidian, which was funny because they're one of the developers recently purchased by Xbox, and everyone's like, "Oh man, what's Obsidian working on?" They're expecting like this crazy big game. This just looks like this little indie game, and I know some people were like, "Huh, this is it, huh?" Like, but, I don't know. It could be cool. It could be cool. You never know. It's very narrative. It's a narrative based game. I don't know, man. It's like a 2D just story. Like I could get into stuff like this every once in a while, so you never know. It's gonna be out in.
You gotta
November.
be in the mood.
No, I mean I'll pick this over any freaking like multiplayer shooter any day. Then
I mean, if I had
Grounded.
to choose, I'd probably pick this too.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Between a
no-brainer.
multiplayer shooter.
Give me every Call of Duty. I'll pick this.
Oh god.
Like
I can't even play Call of Duty anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm too old
All
for that
shooters
shit.
to me.
And not in the sense of, like, I've outgrown the game. I'm literally just too old. Like, my reflexes aren't quick enough to play these youngins anymore.
The sad truth, Eslam, is chances are they never were. Like I was put me at the height of my gaming.
You're 100% right, because we did this when we were in high school, and I was shit. So I think that was the first signs of my Alzheimer's. I don't know how that affects my reflexes, but it does, and I'm bad at it.
Had them. You forgot you had reflexes.
I forgot I had reflexes.
Alzheimer's robbed you.
Listen, but the best thing I ever did with my Alzheimer's is when we were playing 2-on-2. Fuck, what was that?
He forgot the story. He forgot the story.
I forgot the name of the game.
He was playing 2-on-2.
We were playing 2-on-2 on the PSPs, SOCOM. And I shot Chris with the friendly fire off, and I killed him. And it was the funniest shit in the world, because he got so mad he got up and left. It was hilarious. But listen, bro, to kill a friendly with friendly fire off, that's fucking skill. So shout out to him.
You really wanted him dead. You're like, duh.
You focused. You tried hard.
I think he was like my second kill of the game, because I was so bad.
I'm sure I was worse than you at SOCOM. I never bought SOCOM. That was a you guys thing. And I remember, I think Eslam, you let me play on your PSP once. I went in there. I did absolutely nothing. I was like, yeah, you enjoy this.
Yeah.
This is shooter.
Remember when me and you played fuck, what was that other shooting game? No. Damn.
I thought you were talking about when we played Blitz the League and I beat you
bro.
like 100 something to like 14.
He loves shitting on me so much with these
Just when
video
it comes
games.
to video games specifically.
Yeah, he loves shitting on me so much. Like, Jesus. The Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six
Remember
Vegas,
when we played at Dan's house,
trash.
me and you?
Yeah.
We were on the same team, and we were playing. We were trying to get through one level, and we couldn't.
Like
get
on the
that shit.
easiest
It was
level.
Hilarious. Yeah,
Just playing against
so
the computer.
funny.
Just couldn't get it done.
It's like probably a basic terrorist hunt. It's just like, I can't fucking beat him.
Yeah.
No. I've gotten a little bit better since then with shooters, but it's just not good. It's still. Anyway,
yeah, let's move on.
So that's how we got to shooters by talking about Pentiment, narrative focused story based game. Then we had Grounded, which has been in like not beta. It's been like technically hasn't been released. It's finally coming out, the 1.0 version. It's going to be released in September. That's the one where it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah. I forgot there was more to the title. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And you're dealing with bugs and stuff. And they have that mode for spiders, for people who have the fear of spiders. So it's coming. It's out there.
Wow.
Then we had Ereban Shadow Legacy. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen this fucking game before in my life. I don't remember this shit at all.
Oh, shit.
It's a cool picture they got here. This person's
fast-paced, story-driven stealth platformer game. Whoa.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do remember. This is the one where you have to stay in the shadows, and you're okay. Yeah.
Gadgets save a dying universe.
This seems alright. You basically hide in the shadows, and then but like I think you even have like the what's the Naruto guy with the shadows? Shikamaru. Thank you. Yeah. Jesus Christ, guys. I remembered it, and after I fucking asked you, what'd you say? What did you just order?
You can't ask me something, because as soon as you ask me, I just immediately forget whatever you're even talking about.
Jesus Christ. That sounds out here ordering his meal. Can I get a shikamatsu? Hold the pork. I can't have the pork.
I know it was shika something, so I gave it a shot. I was close enough.
I want to
like
say
that,
it was
though.
like Shikamaru, where you could like actually like you control
That
the
is the
shadows. I
thing.
think you could even go in the shadow, unless I'm mistaken.
This gives me vibe. Well, not the way it looks, but in the shadows and control shadows. Like, there's a Xbox Game Pass game. I think it's called Erikage or something like that, where you die and you come back as like this shadow ninja, and you're like trying to destroy like these light guys, and you got to stay in the shadows, and you can kind of like teleport to other places that have shadows. I played it for a little bit. It was interesting. And there was
That's what Game Pass is great.
they have a
You can just try
sequel.
shit.
They have a sequel of it too. So
Oh man,
yeah.
can't wait! Next thing you know, they'll be coming out with that Shikamatsu. We'll all be having fun. Next up, Diablo IV showed off their 5th and final class, the Necromancer. I'm not a Diablo guy, but I know it's got a huge fan base. It's been around for forever. It's going to be coming out in 2023 to PC and consoles. They showed off the different classes. This was finally the Necromancer one. It was weird at first because some people weren't even 100% sure if it was Diablo or not. Like, why are they just focusing on one class? But it is what it is. It's out there. Do you guys have any history with Diablo at all?
I played Diablo 3, and actually had fun. I played with my brother, and it was pretty cool. You know, I love those like dungeon crawler type things. That's what it felt like to me. You know, just
That's what it
powering
is,
up
yeah.
my dude, getting stronger, and just blasting people, doing moves, and you could spec your guy out however you want. And I'm looking forward to it. I read that this is probably going to be one of the last like Diablos for a while, because they're going to try to go like updates and DLCs for a couple years.
That's usually what they do. They'll release one. I think about it, Diablo's been around since I remember seeing Diablo when I would walk into like a Best Buy, like they would be selling it, and I remember it would be like Diablo 1 or Diablo 2, and I think I remember seeing Diablo 2 from like age like freaking like 10 to like 17 or something. So it's like, and then they finally came out with the Diablo 3. So that's what they do. They release one, they put out expansions, they do stuff with it, and then they stick with it for a while. So yeah, Diablo 4 is going to be the thing for a bit. Then we had Sea of Thieves Season 7. Where you get to be captain of your ship, which is cool. They're adding stuff to Sea of Thieves. It's we've been there. Eslam, we've been pirates.
Yeah.
And it's
fun.
it's a fun game. It's a fun game, but it's like it still feels kind of empty to me.
It gets old quick. It's fun. You get in there, you do like one mission, you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's fun. All right.
Next.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So.
Then we had Ravenlok. I don't remember seeing this shit. They say it's Alice in Wonderlands meets Legend of Zelda, and I can see that. From developer Coco Cucumber, I like him already. Tells a dark and twisted fairy tale about a young girl's destiny to fulfill a dangerous prophecy. Okay, all right, it's cool. Is what it is. It's probably gonna be on Game Pass. Play it. Fucking, I don't know. Then we had Cocoon.
Take some shrooms to play that game, you'll be lost.
That's what it looks like, right? It looks like you should be just fucking eating shrooms and shit. So we had Cocoon. It's a new game from Limbo's Jep Carlson.
It's not Jeppe.
It could be. I feel like mine was better.
Hepe.
Hepe.
It's 2 P's. I think
Hepe
he said
Carlson.
it right.
Jep. It's from Limbo, an Inside League gameplay designer. Jep Jeppe Carlson. It's a trippy adventure through worlds within worlds. So it's the guy, the lead of Limbo and Inside, 2 amazing games. It should be good. Then after that, we got Wolong Fallen Dynasty. That's Team Ninja's new game. Team Ninja, they've been coming out with a couple games the past couple years. Nothing I ever cared about. This is there. It's out there for people who want it.
Doesn't look interesting to me either. So
yeah, it's a swordplay fighting game. Could be cool.
Don't care.
Could be cool. And then we got to the big news. Finally, you guys probably don't care about this. This is the biggest deal, in my opinion, of the entire Xbox Bethesda thing, where they showed off Persona 3, 4, and 5, which is insane. So, I've talked about in the podcast. I played Persona 5. I didn't necessarily finish it. Then they came out with Persona 5 Royal, which is like the extremely long edition. Mind you, Persona 5 was like 90 hours. Then we're like, we got this one that's 120 hours. I'm like, that's the one I want to play. Jumped in there. I beat it, and I put in around 130 hours total. And it was amazing. I've been wanting to get back into that world. I need to be back in Persona. I need it. And the thing is, that game has only ever been on PlayStation consoles. Persona 3, 4, 5 have only ever been on PlayStation. People kept saying, put it on Switch, put it on Switch. And the people at Atlas Games like, we hear you. We're putting it on Xbox. And now it's going to be available on the Xbox consoles. And just the fact that exists is insane. You can play it through PC and cloud. Persona 5 Royal, the good one, is coming out to Xbox this year. Persona 4 Golden and 3, Persona 3 Portable, they're going to be available in 2023. Once again, through PC and cloud. This is a huge get for Xbox. Like, the fact that they could pull this off, getting Persona, is insane. The games are also going to be coming to PlayStation, but just the fact that you can play it in other places, and now with Xbox, since you can play Xbox anywhere, I mean, that's a huge deal for them. So, everybody, please play Persona. It's just so good.
Got 120 hours.
Yeah, right.
You
don't have to sit there for the whole 120 to do it. Like,
but then you lose the experience, and then it's not fluid.
Well, I mean, you guys with your memories, yeah, probably. You go in there, look, what's going on? What's this world?
Need a recap. That's what I've been playing Resident Evil Revelations 2, and every time you beat a chapter, they do a recap. I'm like, this is so useful. It's like a movie-style recap, too. It's like, last time, Resident Evil.
Yakuza has something similar. Like, you can go back and look at chapters. Like, they have, like, cutscenes that kind of tell you what's going on. And if you jump back in, you could just watch the cutscene from what you've played. And you kind of figure out what's going on there. Yeah. Then we had Kojima Productions. And I'm surprised that this was here and not at Jeff Keighley's thing. But Kojima comes out, and this man is such a goddamn legend. He's just like, I'm going to sit here with my glasses, and I'm going to tell you I'm making a game for Xbox. I don't have to show you shit, because you're going to buy it anyway.
Yep.
That's pretty much what it was.
Literally.
So, yeah, he didn't really say anything. He's just like, I'm proud to be working with Xbox. My new studio is going to be putting some games on there, and we are going to try to make use of the cloud, which is very enticing.
Cloud gaming.
Because Xbox does the cloud so well. After that was up, they showed off the big one. Starfield.
And they showed gameplay, too.
They showed gameplay of Starfield. What were your guys' initial reaction of Starfield?
It looks interesting, but to me, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of story there. They boasted a lot about having such a big expanded universe, and it's like, hey, we have these rings, go find them, and something will happen. And then it's like, hey, you can also explore 1,000 planets, and it's just like, wow, that's a lot of planets. And
1,000 planets with no stories or plot or motivation to go to those planets.
I gotta stop you guys. I'm sorry. I'm stopping you guys right now. This is Bethesda. They only make story-focused games. Like, they made Skyrim. they made all the Elder Scrolls, not the online ones, the good ones. They do Fallout, the good ones, not the online ones. Well, no, they did the bad online one too, but they focus on story only. They did show story. You guys are blind. They showed off that you're talking to characters. You can join the factions. They talked about the factions. You have to find the rings. Like, there is a plot. They are known for doing story.
Sure, maybe, but like, it wasn't as forefront as I would have liked it to be, and maybe because they're still working on it.
It's kind of a given. I think that's probably the reason. It's like, it's Bethesda making a game. You know what's coming. Maybe you guys don't know. Maybe that's why. It's like, we know there's going to be a story.
Okay. Yeah. For us, I guess for me and Disco, it didn't seem apparent.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just like, I guess they, like you said, because it's apparent to their following, they were just like, all right, we're just going to concentrate on what the game is going to do. Like, we got 1,000 planets, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. And a story's coming along with it. But it wasn't apparent to me.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's a little bit more exciting because it seems like gonna be a huge game. I just like that when I saw later on that there was a video comparing it to No Man's Sky. The gameplay was very similar to No Man's Sky, which I thought was funny.
It looks like No Man's Sky, but with a story, essentially, because No Man's Sky was just like, go out there, land on all these planets. I remember
No Man's Sky had a lot of hype before it came out, and it sucked ass.
Just like Starfield.
But, yeah.
Just like Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that was a huge fucking disappointment.
So was Starfield. Gosh. Starfield was huge too, and that's the thing. I mean, not so. So was
No Man's Sky.
The one you just said, No Man's Sky. Like, they were major deals. And like Starfield, they keep boasting. It's like, we've been working on Starfield for forever. So get ready. We're going to give you the best fucking video game ever created. Like that's a lot to live up to.
They got to stop saying that shit, bro.
They didn't say that specifically.
Like, I know, but like they got to come out here and be like, yo, this game is like, it's dope.
It's okay. Maybe you like it.
Go buy it. Go buy it. And you know, when people buy it and people review it, they're going to start talking. And that's like one of your best ways to like get a game sold.
Word of
mouth.
Like
word of mouth. It's like, yo, you got to go get this shit. It's so much fun. Like, it's so great. And it's just...
The thing is,
but
everybody's going to have this game. It's gonna be on Game Pass. I don't know if they officially stated that or not.
I bought Cyberpunk 2077, and it's still in the plastic. I haven't even opened it. I bought it the steel case, and it's a beautiful steel case.
Yeah. You bought it
art is really
Keanu's
nice.
face is on it.
Yeah, but
he ain't no Ryan Reynolds. But
yeah,
Starfield, I'm on the fence. Right. I'm on the fence with it because like Fallout 76 didn't hit, and it is the same studio that did that. Skyrim was great. Fallout 4 wasn't big for me, but Fallout 3 is huge. Oblivion is huge. So it's like these guys can deliver. They can make some of the best games ever. But they've been on a little bit of a slump. So is Starfield going to get them out of that, or are they just going to add to, their detriment?
Was there any other space operas like the Mass Effect games?
I mean, I guess Halo can be considered that.
But no, it's not that story driven.
No, it is like the thing is, for people who play Halo, Gears is another one. People who play those games, they do care about the story. It's not as big as Mass Effect, but like people care about story. With those games, it's like, look at this cool. I'm gonna shoot and I'm gonna fight. Mass Effect focuses more on story.
Yeah,
but they do have there is a story of the Halo. I don't know what the hell it is. You're on this big fucking circle in the sky. Who gives a shit? But there's something there, and Gears is like who looks like they take the most steroids.
Yeah,
that's all Gears is.
Everybody looks like Batista,
I just feel like
just
exactly.
And that's a normal person.
I'm probably wrong about this, what I'm about to say, but I feel that all these games are trying to do a Mass Effect on a way bigger scale. Like Mass Effect was like linear in like the storyline. You had like some of your side missions, those affected some of your decisions, but at the end there was very specific outcomes based on certain decisions, right? I feel like they're trying to make that, but with a little bit more freedom and a way bigger experience. And No Man's Sky tried to do that with like all these different planets you can go visit and make outposts and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like Starfield is the next attempt at that, and maybe they'll succeed because
I hope it does,
Skyrim they're huge games on Earth or on a planet, and maybe they can pull it off because I love space operas. Like Mass Effect was one of the greatest games ever. Mm-hmm. I would love to see another one, and this seemed interesting because one of the things they said that you can do like outposts on different planets and like build them out, and it's almost like they took Mass Effect, they took a little bit of StarCraft, they took a little bit of like RTS, and it's like, hey, you can go build out shit, and then like you got to protect it, or you got these factions and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, they introduced that in Fallout 4, and it was like people were split on it. Like you could build your own base in Fallout 4. Some people loved it and they focused on it, and I saw people create these insane looking bases. And then there's people like me, which is like I put a lot of effort into it at first. I was like, I put up like 8 walls, like that. I'm good. This is enough. I'm not gonna do anything else. It's like maybe I'll add electricity someday. Who knows? And it's like
see those people, those people that go crazy with the bases are probably the same people that love like these simulation games, right? Like the farm simulator. So we'll see what happens.
But we'll see. I mean, I hope Starfield hits. I hope it's a good game. I like Bethesda.
Me too, man.
As always, want all these games to succeed. But one thing we didn't mention is Xbox's big thing that they did mention overall was that all these games are for like the next 12 months of Xbox, which is cool. Where they were like going in, a lot of people were just like, "What does Xbox have? Like, we don't know anything. They have all these studios. They're like, we keep buying studios, but we're not showing you any games. We're just delaying games." So this is them being like, this is our plan for the next 12 months. They broke
a lot
in
of
half.
them,
Like these are the first half. They're for the rest of 2022. Then we got early 2023, and most of them are going to be on Game Pass. If you want to play games, we will have games. So I thought that was good messaging.
It is, and I think they're pushing their cloud gaming and their Game Pass more than they're pushing their console. So
as they should.
Yeah, they definitely should. It's just at this point, I don't think they're competing. I mean, they're trying to compete, but PlayStation 5 is outselling them pretty well. So
they have the potential to surpass them by the end of this console cycle. I would not be surprised if Xbox outsells PlayStation.
Interesting.
Would not be surprised.
Why would they outsell them if Xbox is like, you don't even need to buy a console, just download the app?
You're right, but if you're a person who wants to play Starfield, for example, and you want to play it in the best way possible, but you don't really understand PCs, what do? You buy a console.
True.
And they have the really powerful Xbox Series X, which is the most powerful console in the world. And if that's a little too out of your price range, get the Xbox Series S.
The S.
It's the cheapest console, and you still have like all this power, and it still looks amazing. Like they have, I think every market like.
I think they need to do a third, like where it's just like almost like the Google dongle, or like a Fire Stick, that just gives you just a little bit of extra power to your TV with the cloud gaming. And then you can kind of just, maybe play Starfield on it without a console, and then they're just gonna. Yeah, I mean,
it should essentially look good, no matter what. Yeah. Obviously, if you want it to look the best, you have to play on a really good PC.
Yeah,
with like a good monitor and all that. But yeah.
All right, let's move on to Netflix Geek Week. But before I do that, I just want to remind everybody. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing. We are throwing out more content. We are loving it. It's been a lot of fun. So join our conversation. Join our YouTube channel. And, subscribe, like, share, rate, review. Go check out our social media pages. And let's have some fun together.
Yeah. Comment on our shit. We're out there. We're talking shit back to you.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, yes,
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
All right. Netflix Geek Week, Day 5. Another disappointment thanks to Jeff Keighley. It's all his fault.
They're like, we need a host. He knows video games. Let's hire him. That's all it was.
Yeah, no.
Eslam's over here. The whole production was him now.
yeah, it was. Like we mentioned before, like just the talking was unnecessary. It was bad, whatever. They showed off like the Netflix game app, not game app, but the games on the app, which just takes you to the app store and you download the games, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't only video games that on this day was talked about. They talked about shows based on video games. One of the first shows was Dragon Age Absolution. It was a teaser trailer. Not much was shown, but from the artwork and the little teaser, it looks like a very interesting show. I'm starting to like more of these video game shows. Like Castlevania was phenomenal. Arcane was phenomenal. So I'm looking forward to this one as well. Dota Dragon Blood was really good. I enjoyed that one too.
That was good.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So it should be interesting. Next up, they showed Tekken Bloodline. I saw the animation style and I said no. So that was my take on that one.
Tekken Bloodline, I might try. Dragon Age also, I might give it a shot. I am a fan of the Dragon Age franchise. I do like Tekken, so I'm willing to give these things a try. You know me.
I do like.
The only reason I'm not giving
I probably
Tekken
don't like it.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not giving Tekken a try is the animation style. I just can't get over that.
Yeah,
is it that bad?
Yeah, it's that weird CGI one. I just don't like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where it's like trying to be a game or something, but not.
Yeah. All right. Shadow and Bone from the TV, from Netflix's series based on the books. Now they are making a game, an RPG. So they gave us a first look at the single player RPG, and let's see how that goes. I don't know. It's should be interesting. Then there was Too Hot to Handle. Swipe left on the sneak peek from the upcoming mobile game based on the Netflix series.
They made
And
a
get
game
ready.
out of that?
So they
How does
made a
that-
game out of.
What is too hot to handle?
So it's a what are they called?
It's a
What are they
reality
called?
TV show.
Yes, reality TV show. There you go.
Where these hot people get together on an island and they can't have sex with each other. They can only
Yep.
have like touch each other when their watch or whatever it is turns green or something. And they
This game
So-
could potentially be like the biggest mobile game of the year. Then I'm dead serious. Like, I
Maybe.
wouldn't be surprised.
I believe you.
Wouldn't be
I
surprised.
believe you.
honestly.
Then next up, they showed La Casa de Papel, and
Look at you being all Hispanic out here. Look at
Oh
look at him,
my
Danny. He
God.
ethnic. He ethnic.
I am ethnic.
I know you
I am
are.
ethnic.
that.
Yeah.
You could pass for a
literally
Puerto
from
Rican.
Africa. Yeah. I gotten that many times, and Dominican when I was a little darker. So when I get a tan, I'm Dominican.
Put him out in the sun
In
for
the
a little
summer,
bit.
Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck this game's about. So
Which
What
was it?
game
La
is it?
Then
Casa de
there's the-
Papel.
yeah.
I remember the name. I don't remember what it was about.
All right, so in players can crack safes, pick locks, and help rob casinos in Monaco. Cool, don't care. Then there was the Queen's Gambit chess. So again, a chess game based on the show The Queen's Gambit. They also
gonna do
mentioned Cuphead show, and then there was Lucky Luna, which is a platformer based on Japanese folklore, in which you can join Luna on a magical journey to the depth of hidden dungeons, mythical temples, as she unlocks the mysteries of the past.
It
She
seemed
has a
interesting.
fox mask on. I think it looks like a kitsune, but I haven't played many platformers, but looks cool.
Yeah. Mario, basically. Was a platform.
No, I know
Yeah,
Mario
okay.
the platformer. I
I
just
gotcha.
I haven't played many. Mario's one of the very few that I played. It was
Okay.
like I played Mario, I played Contra, and
Just get your Fall Guys game up. You'll be fine. That's all platform. You just play that. You can play anything.
okay, cool. Then there's Desta: The Memories Between, a turn-based strategy game inspired by the game of Dodgeball. Cool.
I don't remember that at all. That sounds so cool.
Me either, but it sounds good. The description sounds
Yeah.
good.
Turn-based dodgeball. That
What's it
sounds
called?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
So Desta: The Memories Between, over the broken relationship and tragic family event, all through the medium of a surreal and exciting ball game. So there's some story behind it too. So then there's Reign's Three Kingdoms, this beloved game series that lets you rule your own kingdom and change your destiny with a single swipe, is coming to Netflix. Terra Nil, who wants to save the planet, with a nod at the current climate crisis. The game subverts the city builders genre to let you do just that. Use technology to rejuvenate barren wastelands, then recycle. Again, another simulation game that might be very popular. You're pretty much fixing global warming through the way you build and fix shit. So this probably will do well.
If it's one of those like just mindless like grabs people's attention, just go on your
Yeah.
phone, just kill time. Absolutely.
Mhm. Yep. I don't even know how to pronounce this one.
I got you. Spell it out for me.
Poinby? Poinpy.
Point B.
Poinpy?
Point B.
I guess. Okay.
This is, remember Jeff Keighley and the other girl said it about 57 times during the thing. They pulled up with a
I
point B
don't.
counter.
Whenever they talked, I was just skipping through it.
Oh, I sat
viciously.
through that. I sat through that for the people, Eslam. So what
Oh,
happened
you
was
dumb fuck.
I had to do it for the people. Somebody had to do
You're a
it.
trooper.
And
I commend you.
every single time they said Point B, a Point B counter would come up, and they were just like, "Do you think this game's be better than Point B? I don't know. What about Point B? I don't know, but Point B
No.
looks good." They just kept going.
Whatever. Speaking of Dota, Dragon's Blood, we got a sneak peek at Season 3. Looking forward to that. This show has been a lot of fun. And then we had Wild Things Animal Adventures. Dragons aren't the only creatures on the loose. As the trailer hints, this new game tasks players with helping restore cute beasts to their wildlands.
I remember that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sonic Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite hedgehog's coming to Netflix. And then
That's yeah, that's out there.
yeah, Sonic, yeah. Then there was Raji, an ancient epic. The Indian action adventure game is coming to Netflix. Cool. Then there was Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer. Okay. Yo, my dyslexia be strong, dude.
He said Frere.
What got me was when I saw like the spirit.
Yeah,
just leaning in.
Because it's like
the angry face.
So my boss sends me a message, and I had to read this thing at least 6 times, and I was convinced the word dromer was door.
What is dromer?
He made that up.
Okay, no, it's
an architectural
it sounds
term.
like you might have still gotten it wrong. I don't know.
No. It was an architectural term, and
Okay.
it took me literally 10 minutes, bro, to like fucking so my eyes can see that. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? I was
What
like, what's she
door?
talking about? I was like, what door? I was asking about a wall. Why is she saying door now?
She wants to propose
And then, dude, this shit sometimes gets really annoying because I be seeing shit that's not there.
Man, he said, "You dumb bitch, get your buttress in check."
Oh,
Yo,
God.
my dyslexia becoming too strong sometimes, and I think it gets worse when I don't get enough sleep. So that's probably
makes sense,
why.
That makes perfect sense.
All right, let's move on. Castlevania
It's 'cause
Nocturne.
your eyeballs are too busy twitching; they can't focus on the word.
That's pretty much what it
Dude,
is.
my this eyelid right now has been twitching all day, and it's twitching right now. It's. Let's just move on, man. I
the
have
eye's
a lot
trying
of
to pop out
ailments
and
that
go to
we can
bed.
talk about.
Don't get old, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, don't get old.
That'd be wild
All right.
to wake up with your eyeball out. Oh my god, I would cry.
Oh, Spiritfarer looks interesting. I'm looking it up. We didn't talk about it. You were just like Spiritfarer, then you started talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
We were talking about Spirit Frere. That was his.
That's
original-
right, and then we just completely like. I'm looking at it. It seems cool. It's an indie
that's
management sim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know what that means, but I kind of get the gist.
All right.
What's it about?
I
could look at it. I could look at it if you want.
A spiritfarer and a ferry master to the deceased. You can explore the world, farm, mine, fish, harvest, cook, and craft while spending quality time with your spirit passengers, creating lasting memories. So like Dan said, it's a managing sim, which makes sense now. You're managing the sims on your ship, and it's another one of those type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What he
Interesting.
said.
Mhm.
Ship Frere.
pretty much. Yeah.
So Spiritfarer is
Castlevania
spirit.
Nocturne. We are definitely moving on. I'm done with this game. Castlevania Nocturne. A year ago, they announced this game and then announced the show, and now we got a little teaser trailer on it. It is taking place during the French Revolution with Richter Belmont,
Damn,
the
Richter. I was
son.
trying to remember before you said it.
The son of damn,
The
I
other
forgot the
Belmont.
other Belmont.
I got you.
Son of a bitch.
I'm typing it and
well-
nothing was happening. All right.
So yeah, he's the son of the Belmont from the original Castlevania show, along with Sypha, the magician girl. So interesting. Gonna be looking forward to the show because Castlevania
Simon.
has been amazing. What?
Simon
Belmont?
is that? I know a Simon.
No,
Belmont.
it doesn't sound right.
Was it Trevor
No,
Belmont?
it doesn't sound. Trevor Belmont. Yes.
Who the fuck is Simon Belmont?
I don't know, man. It's
I've seen him in the
probably
games.
thinking
I,
of
don't know.
Simon
I never
and
watched the show.
Garfunkel.
I know the games a little bit.
You're probably watching Simon Garfunkel, but that was the last of Netflix Geek Week Day 5. They ended it with Castlevania Nocturne. And I just want to mention a couple of quick games from the Tribeca Games Festival, and that would be you have the Cub, which was a weird-looking game. People went to Mars because of climate change, destroyed Earth. Then when they came back, there was this human-looking child-type creature that I guess survived, and they're trying to capture it, and he's doing the runaround on him.
Yeah, it's another platformer game. Looks interesting. They've been showing this. I mean, this is probably like the third, I think, or fourth different like showcase I've seen this year that showed off this game. It looks cool. It's just it sucks when you see the same game at like everything. Like I know this game. Let's go.
And then there's like Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, which Dan, you have on your league. That's the one that I thought you had. What was the other game that I said you have?
Stuff that you had last year. Yeah.
No, there was another game.
Off the top of my head.
Whatever. Yeah. Doesn't matter. And then Thirsty Suitors, which I have, which looks even better with the gameplay they showed this time. And a little bit more of the story and like what you can do. Damn, bro, that dude that was dancing was so fucking funny. When he's talking to her and he's just like, he does that little dance. It's so funny. I feel like this game is gonna.
The concept behind it looks great. This video, this actually made me think it's not going to be as good as I originally thought. But I think it can be.
It has.
I hope it does well.
It has a vibe of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
100%.
In the sense of just like, but then you're and then you're just fighting the X's, but you're not really. It's not like a Tekken type fighting game.
It's a turn-based fighting game, but there's no actual striking of the other person.
Yeah,
it's like if you do throw punches and kicks, you're hitting them at the air, and then it's like it shoots a blast out to the other person, or you're just doing random moves or something. Like there's the one move where if the guy upsets you, you just call your mom. And,
and she smacks him with a
chapel.
I forgot what they call it. Yeah, chapel. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! How did I know that?
Chancleta.
Yep.
Because I always go to Chancleta. That's why. So. But yeah, it's a very interesting looking game. So I hope it does well too because I have points riding on it. So the other game I wanted to mention was Venba, which is another Indian game where this and it's based a lot on cooking and like the relationship between this mother and son. Where the son starts to growing in a different culture, and he kind of starts speaking the other language a little more. It might be.
I'm pretty sure it's like.
Oh, it's in Canada.
Oh, it's Canada.
Okay. 1980s. Yeah. So either way, you're speaking English, and then she kind of like is kind of they're losing touch with each other, and there's like becomes like a language barrier, which I thought was a lot of interesting things. Just how to portray that relationship within the gameplay, which I think is going to be, like I said, very interesting. But yeah,
it looks really cool. Sadly, I don't think the game's going to get that much traction because it's such an indie, but really cool concept. And one thing I want to mention is like the way they got the sounds is like authentic sounds. Like they have people legit cooking and they're recording it and using that for the game.
Yeah,
and then they have like
and
old
real
school, like,
Indian
music.
recipes too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really cool idea. I really like this. Out of all the games that they showed there, that was the one that impressed me the most. Venba.
Yeah.
Do they have shikomatsu on the menu?
Shikomatsu? No, that's Japanese, bro. That's not Indian.
That ain't nothing.
So that is the end of our coverage today for the games.
Nope, I got one for you.
Oh right, I forgot. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So just today, they talked about. There was a Square Enix's like 25th. Shit, I don't have that here. All the things. It was the anniversary for Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII's 25th anniversary. Where in 2020 they showed off Final Fantasy VII Remake, which took the world by storm. Me, who I don't give a shit about Final Fantasy, love that game. And they announced that the game is going to be... That was just part one of a trilogy that we just found out. Nice. So we're going to have a sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake, and there's going to be more. So one of the games they announced is going to be Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is going to have a lot of focus on Zack. I'm not going to get into it, but Zack's a major character in the storyline. It's a whole thing. Also this year, they're going to have Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. I think it's this year. I'm not 100% sure. I have to double-check that, which is a game that Henry has in his league, where it is another form of a remake of Final Fantasy VII from back in the day. It's not as high scale as Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation, but it is a fairly good remake, and I want to say it's only for mobile, which is an interesting concept. And then they talked about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is going to be the new... it's going to be part 2 of the trilogy, essentially, and that's supposedly coming out next winter. If that's the case, I don't know, but it was a lot. They showed off Cloud walking around with Sephiroth. You got to hear Eris or Aerith, however you want to pronounce it. She's talking in the background, it's just a lot going on. I'm very, very happy to see that Final Fantasy VII is getting updates, because it's people have been questioning, like, where the hell is this? Like, you guys claim that this game's going to come out, and they're known for, like, Square Enix is known for a debut, like, showing off a game and then not talking about it for legit, like, 8 to 10 years. And then they come out and it's like, hey, remember that game? No, you don't? Well, here it is. So it's like the fact that they're, like, showing it and putting it out there, is it going to actually come out next year? I don't know, but hopefully it does, you know. We'll see. But there you go, Final Fantasy VII.
That's right. All right. So now that concludes our game coverage for this week of the podcast, and we're going to jump into some important wrestling news that came out yesterday and today, actually.
There's that, and there's some other stuff that's been going on. One I want to start off with real fast is Jeff Hardy was recently
heard about
arrested. Got a DUI. He was drinking and driving again, and it's just
Ubers, man. Ubers. Come on. Ubers.
Really, really sad to see, especially with remember we talked about on the podcast with Jeff leaving WWE, and everyone's like, oh, he's drinking, and he's like, they tested him, everything was fine. I was like, dude, you shut WWE up. You're like, look, I'm clean, everything's cool. Now just a little bit later, you're over in AEW, and boom, you get caught with this. It's really sad to see. It's really upsetting. Jeff has his demons, man.
Hey,
hopefully he comes out in the other end with it. There was
hopefully he gets the help he needs.
Hopefully. There was an art on TMZ. There was a video that showed he was at doing like a little mini concert at a meet and greet with a lot of wrestling legends. While he was doing it, supposedly he was like drinking alcohol while like singing to these people, because he is like a singer as well. And he said some lyrics or something where he said, "Whiskey is my best friend and my worst enemy." Then did a performance, and that got online. And then shortly after that, he got arrested for the DUI. And apparently his brother Matt was there as well during the singing of that song. Another one we got is there's a wrestling legend known by the Great Muta from Japan. Real name Keiji Muto, and he just revealed that he's going to be retiring. Man's been around for forever. Eslam, I'm sure you don't know it, but we actually got to see him wrestle in New York, which is a huge deal. I always bring back the fact that you got to see one of the biggest wrestling events in history, and you don't even realize it, and it upsets me. Like, you do realize it, but it's like...
It's wasted.
I don't know the weight of it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, it was... Oh, my God. Every time I think about it, I was like, that's such a fucking huge event. So he announced that...
thank you for making me a part of that.
No, absolutely. Thank you for coming. And you thought I was going to make an insulting joke there, didn't you? And
I did not.
It's like I should have brought my dad.
Glad you didn't.
Yeah. So he announced it at Cyberfest Festival, which was a joint show between Pro Wrestling Noah, DDT, and Tokyo Joshi Pro. Where he announced he's going to do that. He's going to retire next spring, and he's going to have 5 more matches before his retirement. So good to see Keiji Muto running off to the sunset, and I mean, he's brought entertainment to many people for many years. Another story I want to mention is Sasha Banks. A little while ago, talked about Sasha Banks and Naomi, dropped off the WWE Tag Team titles. They walked off from Raw. WWE's like, okay, we're going to suspend you, blah, blah, blah. A lot of rumors are coming out that she might actually have gotten released by WWE. It might have actually happened. So there's no confirmations yet, but apparently lawyers of hers are looking into trying to get this pushed through. Like, she wants to be released. So don't be surprised if that's going to come up in another... wrestling news segment of Powerbomb Weekly, where I'm just like, Sasha Banks is officially gone. Yeah. So there's that. And speaking of releases, WWE has gone and tried and successfully released many wrestlers and many employees, and now they might be trying to release Vince McMahon. So WWE reports have been coming out that for the past 2 days, there's just so much involving Vince McMahon where apparently there was some type of what's the word I'm looking for? When you sleep behind a spouse behind their back.
An affair?
There was an affair. Thank you. There was an affair with an ex-WWE employee. We don't know who it was that Vince supposedly was involved with. And they mentioned the fact that she was getting paid a certain amount. This affair started happening, and she started getting paid significantly more. And there was a settlement that they made where she was not allowed to speak about it or whatever. Vince McMahon paid her off. What was it? Off the top of my head, it was $3 million, right? Yeah, he paid her $3 million, and supposedly that was the end of it. And supposedly another article came out that she was passed along, quote unquote, like a toy to John Laurinaitis, who's another major head in WWE. So we don't know who this woman is. She's not allowed to talk about it. We don't know where exactly this information came from, but the only people that were made aware of this were on the WWE board of directors, which is like 12 people. 3 of them being Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H. Now, the interesting about this is something that's been internal that WWE has known about for a little bit now. The board of directors has known about this for some time. And remember, not too long ago, I talked about Stephanie McMahon wanting to leave WWE. So since she left, there have been different reports, some stating that she, like, they were trying to, like, bury her after the fact, where, like, they were saying she left because she couldn't do her job. Some people stated that was Vince McMahon himself saying that about Stephanie. And other people saying, no, she just wanted to focus on family. We don't know what the details is. So now people are starting to speculate, did she leave because she knew this was going to become about in the public soon? So that's something that people look into. Because it's like the timing is just right there, you know? And with that going on, now there's another report that came out today that states that there might be... They're investigating whether certain directors and officers of World Wrestling Entertainment have breached their fiduciary duties to WWE and its shareholders. Don't know the full details of that yet, but there might, like Eslam, you and I were talking about this before we started recording, who knows if there's some possibility of insider trading or something that involves the stocks within WWE. Yeah. But there is a law firm that is currently investigating that, and that is separate from the whole Vince McMahon having an affair with an ex-employee. And there's that. And there's been a lot of stories over the years between Vince McMahon and WWE stuff. I'm sure you guys have heard some. I'm sure everybody's heard different things that have gone on. So this is what's going on in the world of WWE right now. So we'll see what happens. And then to move on to more...
That dick in your pants.
Yeah, pretty much. Lil Vinnie Mac, got to keep it in there. And I want to move on to some fun, non-affair speculation and investigation stuff. For AEW, for the interim world title, it looks like it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Tanahashi. It's official. They're going to fight one another. Also, I want to talk about Jay White has defeated Kazuchika Okada and become the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So he's the champ now. He's either going to be fighting against Hangman Adam Page, maybe Adam Cole, maybe both at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. We'll find out soon, but that's looking like it's going to end up being a really, really cool, badass pay-per-view. Also, Randy Orton has a fucked up back. He might be out for a year.
Goddamn.
So yeah, that was a lot of wrestling.
All right, let's jump into some entertainment. Let's jump into some entertainment news. Disco, what do you got?
Some Halo news. Halo Infinite. They released a Juneteenth badge, and it was of an ape, and that got a lot of blowback for them. They released a Bonobo badge, and on June 19th, and it made a lot of people upset. Like, what are you trying to call us apes? Like, why would, of all things?
I just don't understand. This probably goes through some rounds of approval. Was there nobody that was like, hey, this might not be a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like no one at all?
Think that.
No one brought up any questions, so it's like, how could that even
crazy
come to be? So,
yeah. Maybe one person was like, if I say something that makes me racist, like maybe that's something that's happening, but like it shouldn't. It'd be like, hey, we need to address this. Like, this is
like
going to have
the way I would
a
bring
bad
it up.
backlash.
I would just be like, hey, this is going to get interpreted incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's been like slurs or whatever that the African American community gets compared to like monkeys and apes and stuff like that. This is going to get taken the wrong way. Probably should do something else.
Yep.
Especially when it's meant to honor like Juneteenth, which is like, you know, for them, and it's like, why? It is currently in the early stages, but it's in the works that Lady Gaga may be playing Harley Quinn in the new Joker 2, and it's also in speculation that it might be a musical as well. Ergo, Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn.
Yep.
So that's interesting. I got excited when I heard Joker 2, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of musicals, so
La La Land was really good. So,
I don't know.
I mean,
I
I
still
know it
haven't
has
seen
nothing to do with the Joker. I'm just saying La La Land was pretty
Was
good.
it a
and
musical?
Yeah.
I can appreciate a good musical. When I found out this could potentially be a musical, I got so much more excited than originally.
It's going to be a really interesting take.
I can't wait. I don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like that Joker in that universe doesn't work with a Harley Quinn, to be honest. I don't see Harley Quinn fitting in that world. But if they can make it work, go for it.
Y'all probably watch Mamma Mia naked with fucking.
Mamma Mia is a good movie. I saw a live play of it too. In
I
a
don't
park.
think I've ever seen the movie.
Plays in a park.
Or the play.
All right, last up, Chinese satellite Sky Eye detects foreign alien signals, possibly alien. It could be aliens, who knows? But this could be our first detection of another civilization out there, and I think that's very intriguing. But we'll see with time, if it is or if it's just just an anomaly or what it is.
I mean, these satellites and stuff like that have picked up radio waves before, but if it is from a different civilization, we'll see. We send out radio signals all the time into space, into the ether, hoping a civilization sometime, somewhere will catch it. The thing is with these signals, they don't travel the speed of light. So whoever sent this could be long dead and gone.
Yeah.
And by
The final
time
words might have
anybody-
been Shikamatsu.
Could be. But yeah, and whoever catches our signals, we could be long and gone by then too. So who knows? If it is a civilization and we're not alone in the universe, honestly, kind of not that surprising. But it was only a matter of time, right? So
There's a whole episode of Bob's Burgers about this. It was a fun episode.
never watched Bob's Burger, but
Fun
I
show.
hope aliens pick up the radio waves of Lil Wayne's Carter album, Carter 3.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
If there's any aliens out there, feel free to subscribe, share, rate, review. We can use those downloads. Tell everybody out in the
just a
all the
shit ton of
galaxies.
podcasts just
Space
getting
ether.
sent out there. All right, I have a couple of quick ones. You're done, Disco, right?
Yep.
All right, I got a couple of quick ones. The Avatar and the one that is important, The Last Airbender, has
Not the blue people.
announced 3 animated Avatar films are in development. So by
We did
Avatar
We
Studios.
did it, guys.
So hopefully we'll be seeing some more on that soon. Can't fucking wait. The Boy season 3. The Boy had the.
What the
The
boy
boys
do?
season
What the boy
boys-
do? What do he do?
The boys-
Season 3.
The Boys has been renewed for season 4. Super exciting by Amazon. One Punch Man brings Fast and Furious director Justin Lin for a live action film. That's that. Last thing about DC with Ezra Miller, right? He's been getting into more trouble lately. Apparently, he has been accused of grooming a young girl at the age of 12 until now she's 18. And now they seem to have run away together. The parents of the girl have filed for a restraining order against Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller earlier this year had gotten in trouble in Hawaii for getting into fights and throwing a chair at
Couple
somebody or
times,
some shit like that.
I think
Yeah, it was definitely one of the ones.
So he's been getting in a lot of trouble, and the internet has been in uproar and speculation on what Warner Brother Discovery is going to be doing about the upcoming The Flash film. Are they going to cancel it? Are they going to recast and start reshooting with a different actor? Who knows? As of this point, everything about Ezra Miller that's being said is allegations. Nothing has been proven in a court of law. And in the United States, you are innocent until proven guilty. Not that I'm trying to defend him or anything. If he did any of this stuff, then he deserves to go to jail. But until he's proven guilty or...
But regardless, in the eyes of the companies, you don't want this. Even if he did it,
No,
or
this
not,
is
you
bad
don't want
publicity.
This. You don't want the
Right.
publicity.
This
type
is
of
bad publicity, and then you have the cancel cultures going out after him. trying to get him canceled everywhere. But also, if I said the wrong pronoun, I apologize. He goes by they.
He goes
them
by
now.
they. Yeah, it's an honest
so,
mistake. So anybody hears that, don't
my
attack.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So
you didn't mean it that way.
Ezra, I'm just gonna use.
It's easier to just say the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
So Ezra, yeah, they've been getting in a lot of trouble. So let's see what happens. Let's see what Warner Brother Discovery decides to do with all this information, and if they're in contact with him and talking. I'm sure he's talking to his lawyers or whatnot. We'll see how things unfold. I was actually looking forward to this fucking movie, but you know, the Snyderverse is cursed at this point.
Just let it go.
Maybe it's just
let it go.
yeah. Maybe it's just better to drop it and start anew.
I enjoyed it. But it was what it was.
It's very disappointing for me because I really enjoyed Henry Cavill's Superman, and they fucked that up real bad. So
hey, you can watch Man of Steel anytime you want.
Dude, I can, but I wanted more. I really did, but it is what it is. Let's jump into final thoughts. Yeah, for real. Let's jump into final thoughts.
What are our final thoughts for the people who don't know, dude?
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts are the final thought that
yeah.
No, real final
thoughts are final thoughts. They're your thoughts that are final. Yeah.
Real talk though. Honestly, I cracked and I got Crocs for the first time ever.
My man said I cracked and I got Crocs. He's holding a Croc. Right. Honestly, anybody who's listening to the podcast, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching the video. Go on YouTube. Check this out. Man held a Croc up to his face.
So I got Crocs, and they are surprisingly comfortable. I don't even care how I look in public. It's like I'm walking on clouds. It's they're amazing, and
yeah, man.
You know what?
Guys.
I think people need to stop wearing comfortable shoes. They're making your feet soft. They're causing a lot of people's problem with their backs. You gotta work the foot muscles. They need to be strong.
We don't support Eslam in this statement. Completely disagree with him in every which way.
Wear wooden sandals.
Let this man walk on rocks all day. I don't give a damn.
Actually, that's one of the ways you get your foot muscles stronger. You got to walk on uneven grounds and like rocks and shit, so you can get like your arches stronger.
You enjoy that.
Foot muscles.
You enjoy
it's
those
very
rocks.
important.
He's trying to trick people into go hiking.
Yeah, like no, you enjoy that.
Nah, you can do that shit in your backyard. Just go walk outside with barefoot for a little bit. Huh?
If you walking on rocks back there?
Yeah, you don't got rocks in your backyard?
Eslam's about to go out there in some gravel and forget what he's doing. Like, what's happening? Where are my shoes?
That's how I train. Are you done with your final thoughts, Disco? Sorry.
Yep, Crocs.
All right. Dan, what are your final thoughts?
You know what? Yesterday, I was on twitch.tv/MogarMan. I was playing some Halo Wars 2.
Nice. I saw you.
Oh, you were playing?
Yeah, I played with them.
Put out
I played
a tweet.
with them on Twitch, yeah. It was fun. I enjoyed the game. I'm not good at it. You know, it's a genre I don't really play, so I'm learning. But it was fun. It was fun. I could see myself getting into that game.
How long did it take? How long were like the matches or like?
Initially, when I was trying to have everything set up, he did one like really quick, and then there was one that was a little bit longer. I played two. The second one was really long, but the main focus was they were it was John and then Mogarman. And then there was a friend of his, Taco, which he did talk about on our podcast.
Right, yeah.
So Taco. It was John and Taco, and they were like kind of like Sherpa-ing me. It's a term. Like showing me like the way of everything, and you know, I was starting. Yeah, exactly. I was out there getting sherped, and no, I was learning a little bit here and there. I'm still not there. I didn't play against any people. I just played against the computer, and yeah, no, it was good. They did a decent job teaching me, I think. Hopefully, unless I'm that bad. But I don't know. But no, it was fun. It was fun. I definitely suggest if you guys ever get a chance, try it out. You know, if you have free time, it's not bad. Since you guys have played, what was the other one? Starcraft. Yeah, so maybe you'll be into it because of that. I never personally cared about Starcraft, but yeah, no, it was fun.
So, Sparkcraft?
No. I don't care what it's called, man. I'm never gonna play that shit.
My final thoughts. I had an interesting commute this morning. Going up to the escalator to get to the subway. There was this gentleman on the subway platform. He had a tripod, and he was smacking the tripod against columns, and then and I'm nearing to the top of the escalator, and he takes his fucking tripod, and then so there's hanging lights that are those like those tube lights.
Mm-hmm.
So they're glass.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes his tripod and he just fucking smashes it and breaks and like it just flies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And a piece of that scratched me in the face right here.
Jesus.
Why did he do that? Or he just didn't notice?
I think he's just out of it.
No, I think he was just a crazy person.
Yeah.
And
It's
funny because I didn't even notice I had the scratch until I got home. Like it was like itching. Like when I got to the office, I was like, "Why is I felt something hit me. I just didn't pay attention. I just thought that was just like shit is getting crazier in the subway, and
He's got like a badass scar now. Like
I'm just happy that shit didn't hit me in my eye. Like they're already bad. I don't need them to get worse. Yeah,
Eslam comes on next week like a pirate
with a fucking patch. Yeah. So yeah,
the gout got it.
Yeah, the gout took it. For anybody who commutes to the city, just watch yourself in the subways. A lot of homeless people. People are crazy, and it gets wild out here. Mm-hmm. So, with that said,
the man was like throwing a tripod around. You should have taken the next escalator.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know he was fucking there. I was just going up the escalator. It's not like he was in front of me. He was just on the platform already. I'm taking the escalator up to the platform.
I see. So
and it was just happening. Yeah. I was just like...
I just want to point out, I thought it was funny when you said, I was on a commute, so I got on the escalator. I was like, is that the commute? Like, this man rode an escalator.
Yeah. But yeah, so watch yourselves out there, people. With that said, thank you for listening to Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, follow us on social media, like, subscribe, share, rate, review. Go check out the rest of the YouTube channel. Go check out our social medias. Follow us. Communicate with us. Let's start a conversation. It's going to be fun. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.